Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Inside DFINITY. Today we're going to talk about the scholarship program, and for that I'm bringing on someone that has been on this show before, Mahnush. She's not only been one of our first staff researchers, but she's also the head of our scholarship program. Without much further ado, please enjoy my conversation with Manu about the current scholarship program, the winners, and most importantly, what we're planning with the scholarship program in 2019. All right, Mahnush, welcome back to Inside DFINITY. So today we're going to talk about the scholarship program, right? And we're going to have a bit of a conversation about what's happened this year, what our scholarship winners for this year are working on, and then we're also going to look at 2019 and what that has in store for people that are potentially interested in getting a scholarship. We've had all of the scholarship winners for this year on the show previously. There's a video with them. Maybe as a first question, what does the scholarship program entail and who is it for?
Initially, we started the scholarship program just for PhD students, but then when we were looking at the proposals, we received a lot of undergrad proposals as well, and one of them was very nice, the mechanism lab. So we decided, we should extend it to all the students, not just PhD students. So currently, the program is for all the students who are researching and working on distributed computing, cryptography, game theory, anything related to secure distributed computing and blockchain. They should send us proposals, what ideas they have in mind, and we will evaluate them, go over them very carefully. We have a lot of researchers that can help them to come up with nicer ideas, make sure that the ideas is really useful in practice, and then we choose 3 graduate students and 2 undergrad students from.
So 3 graduate students and 2 undergrad students for next year.
Yes.
Okay, you've already answered a lot of the questions that I had in store. No problem at all. Maybe another question. You mentioned that this year we've changed the concept slightly and we allowed undergrad students into the program as well. And you already mentioned that that's our plan for next year as well. What are some other changes that we're offering next year?
We are going to increase the timing. So last year we had this problem that we received most of our proposals on the deadline, and we only had 1 month until the decision. So we had to delay the decision because we received a lot of proposals, and going over all of them carefully with a lot of researchers is not easy. So this year we are going to have the deadline 1 month sooner, so we have more time to go over the proposals and work with them, with the students. And I want to emphasize that this program is just not about choosing the winners. It's more about promoting distributed computing and practical distributed computing research in universities, and engaging with the students and make sure that, for example, they have engaged with industry research as well, and understand what are the real problems in industry, and work on real problems, and see their result of their work being implemented is very satisfactory. And then this year we grew a lot in the research. We have a new Zurich office.
Research office.
Research office, which adds to a lot of our researchers and the power we have, so we can help more for the student. We can be of more help.
Great. So you already mentioned a bunch of benefits that someone who participates in the scholarships program is able to benefit from, right? You mentioned that you get an opportunity to apply your research to a real-life project that also accumulates a lot of data. And you mentioned that because we now have a bit more bandwidth in the research team as well, you might be able to interface with some people and get some guidance along the way. I know that there's a grant component as well, right? Do you want to say a few words about that as well?
The grant component for graduate students is $10K, and so we choose 3 graduate students. And for undergrads is $2,500, and we choose this year we are going to choose 2 undergrads. So that's the.
Okay, so that's $10,000 that you can potentially win by participating.
Exactly.
Great. I think the last question is how, if someone watches this video and is interested in this program, what will be best next steps? You mentioned there's going to be a deadline, and we intentionally did this video way ahead of that, so people can prepare and be ahead of, or know of the deadline way ahead. What's the deadline, and what are best next steps for someone that would like to participate?
So I think the best next step is not just thinking about the deadline, but if you have an idea, contact us soon, because then we can help you preparing for the proposal. So if whenever you have your idea, then you can simply email us at scholarship@DFINITY, or you can go to the webpage of the scholarship and apply there. So, and we go over them gradually and try to work with you and make sure that, for example, tailor the ideas, or if we can give you feedbacks. And I think that's the process is more important than the end. Exactly. Yeah. But the deadline is going to be May 1st.
Okay, great. So that's a few months to work on this.
Yes.
And as you pointed out, if anyone is interested, get in touch with us at scholarship@definity.org, or go on our website, definity.org, and find more info about the scholarship program. All right, and I think with that, that's it. Thanks so much for coming on, and to all of you who are interested in this, please get in touch with us, and until next time.